On Thursday, the Heel Tough Blog podcast got a chance to talk to former Tar Heel wide receiver and former track star at Carolina, Roy Smith.
Good, man. So, just talking to some of these guys about their former careers. So, just for you to start off, just kind of talk a little bit about your time at Carolina and, just the experience that you had in Chapel Hill.
My experience at Chapel Hill was pretty good, I was able to run track and play football for a little bit. And, just the atmosphere of the school, the environment, and the coaches, they made it really welcoming to come to Chapel Hill. And just, Franklin Street and just everything about all the students and the fans, it was just a great experience.
Yeah, man. I mean, looking at the stats, your best career game really is probably your game against Elon. You returned 6 punts for 127 yards. Just talk about the experience of that game and being able to, come out and perform as well as you did on that stage.
Well, that season, that was my first time playing football since 2010. Mm-hmm. And, the coaches, they really felt like I could be a good impact for the team. We had a lot of injuries that year with Jay Boyd and I think TJ Thorpe was hurt that year as well.
Right.
We also had a couple of other guys go out. So, I was able to step into a position where, not too many walk-ons get a chance to actually play in the first game of the season. But, I went to a really good high school in Miami Northwestern. We breed a lot of great football players. So, it was always in me to, be on that level. So I kind of, just took the experience that I already had, from high school and just try to, push and make sure that, I can have the same effects I did in high school during that game.
Right. And then as you said, after football you turned to track, and man, you were amazing for our track team, man. Just being able to, compete at the ACC championships, both indoor and outdoor. Just talk a little bit about, the experience of being on the track team and why, for you it is important that, to run track.
Well, I've been running track since the age of 5. Track was always my first sport. And then when I got to high school, I focused more on football. But I ended up injuring myself, so I didn't get any football scholarships. So I focused more on track my senior year. I ended up being ranked number 1 in the country in the 400 hurdles and number 3 in the 110 hurdles. And it kind of just took off from there. And, I've always wanted to play football in college. So, I made it my goal to make it on the team. But I really do feel like track plays a great part of football because football, you get all the power and all the speed and technical things with football, but track is like a different animal technically. And, you get running drills, you get running techniques that you don't really get with football when you have to run, side to side and do lateral motions and whatnot. But track and field, I believe, is what prepared me more for football than anything because when I first went into conditioning over the summer, football conditioning is hard as far as all the lifting and pulling sleds and pushing
right.
sleds and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But more so, track prepared me endurance-wise, and I feel like if I didn't have that before going into camp, I probably wouldn't have made it through, to be honest.
Yeah, man. Made Team USA for the Pan American Junior Championships and actually took the silver medal in the 110 hurdles. Just talk about that and then that amazing feat, man.
Well, the funny thing is, I wasn't going to run in that meet because I was gearing up for football again before they told me I couldn't play anymore. And before I went, my dad asked me, did I want to run? And I was like, no, I want to focus on football. But then, it was up in the air if I was going to play or not. So, I just took a chance and I trained with my dad for a month and a half, and we got ready to go to Oregon to run. And it was just, I've always, like, dreamed of being on that stage, so I definitely, like, took, like, my best sleep and, like, just made a positive note out of it. And, you know, when we got out there, you know, one of my family friends, Bershawn Jackson, you know, he's a 400 hurdler, Olympian as well. So, you know, just going out there with him and, you know, just having him as a mentor and being by my side the whole way through made it all worthwhile. You know, I was able to meet Carmelita Jeter. I was able to meet a lot of other Olympic sprinters and Olympic hurdlers out there as well. So it definitely gave me motivation to want to pursue track more that year than any other year.
Yeah, awesome stuff, man. Awesome stuff, and definitely we're definitely proud of you. You know, just going out and representing and doing great, man. So, yeah, two less serious questions here for you. Got to start with this. Your name is Roy. We're gonna take a guess and say you're not the most famous Roy on the campus. Did that have any, you know, did anybody make any kind of jokes about that in your time there, or were you maybe a little more popular because of the name Roy?
Yeah, for sure, because you know, we always do the late night with Roy at the Dean Dome, so
right.
You know, all of my friends and some of my classmates would make jokes all the time and say, "Oh, we're going to see you at the Dean Dome."
Oh, man. Yeah, that's awesome, man. And, yeah, the last thing, so I've been asking the guys that I've been interviewing with so far, you know, we know basketball, you know, on the basketball stage, Joel Berry said that NC State is not our rival. From being on the field and playing them in football, do you think that NC State is one of our rivals, or do you believe that Duke is our only rival?
Football-wise, I would definitely say that NC State is our rival because they have the same motivation as Duke. Well, I mean, I know like Duke has a long-term rival with us, but probably not in basketball, but definitely in football. They have proven to be a decent team, especially when they had Russell Wilson on their team. But they've proven so far that they're a pretty decent team in competition, and Duke is also coming up in football as well. So, you know, I'm always excited to watch those games. I even think the UNC rival is even bigger than the North Carolina State rival as well.
Yeah, you can put a little bit of perspective into that. Is Miami? Do they hate us down there?
It's funny because like my whole family are University of Miami fans, and actually my little brother, he runs track at UM now, so you know the camaraderie there is always like back and forth.
Right. Oh man. Well, hey, thanks, man. This has been awesome, Roy. Just great job, and yeah, definitely keep working at it, and yeah, we'll definitely have to have you back on some other time, man.
All right, no problem.
All right, man. You take care.
You too.
All right, bye-bye.